All about sharks. Dive into learning. Day 1. Today we are using an informational text to identify what the author wants to answer, explain, and describe. We are practicing summarizing and creating complete responses when we answer. This week we are going to stick with informational text, but dive deep into the ocean and learn about sharks. In order for us to understand our best, we have some vocabulary words that we need to understand. The first word is gills, which are slits on a fish's body that are used to take in oxygen. You can see the gills on the shark right here on the side of his body. Second word, fin, a paddle-like part of a fish's body used for steering. You see a picture of a shark's fin right here, but sharks actually have many fins that you're going to learn about on page 1 of our story. The next word is the word cartilage, flexible and tough tissue that covers a shark's body. We have cartilage inside of our body. Can you think of a place that we have it? If you said your nose or your ears, you were correct. Two more vocabulary words that we have. The first word on this page is krill, which are very small creatures in the ocean that are the main food of some fish. And you can see down here a teeny tiny picture of a krill. Looks kind of like a little shrimp. And our final word is plankton, little plants and animals that drift in the sea. Boys and girls, these things are so tiny that this was taken with a microscope. The purpose this week is for us to practice our written responses, because I've noticed that our written responses on our tests are costing us some points. So let's look at 2 ways that we can do our best when we're writing answers to our questions. The first one that I found is rest. If you think about rest when you're answering your question, it's going to help you stay on topic and focused. The R means restate the question. That's how we go back into the question and use part of it to begin our answer. Explain your answer and use because or for example. Support from the text, evidence, and details. This is that text evidence piece. And finally, the T means ta-da. That's your closing sentence that wraps up our writing. If you'd rather think about wrap instead of rest, you can wrap and answer your questions as well. R again means restate the question. This shows that you understand what's being asked. A, answer the question. Share your opinion or knowledge of the topic. And then P, prove that you are right. Include 2 or more details from the passage. Again, that's that text evidence piece. Today's task. You're going to use the text that is attached as a video. This week's story is not on Myon, so you'll have to click the video. It is called Dive into Learning with Sharks. Miss Kelly P has read the entire story aloud. But if you want to try and read the story on your own, just turn the sound off when you open the video. After reading the whole story, you will need to look very closely at pages 1 and 2. Using pages 1 and 2, you will answer 2 questions using rest or wrap. Each question will be a short paragraph response, not just a single sentence. I want you to enjoy the text, boys and girls, but I am looking that you're writing small paragraphs now that we're almost 3rd graders. I can't wait to see your work.